You know when milk is past its expiration date, you simply toss it out, right? Well, then you have Harry and Meghan, a couple that has long since curdled in the public eye, yet still insists that they smell like fresh roses.
Are they just both so addicted to drama that they can't simply go out and come home? Do they always just go home and go, oh, we've been victimized? They go to the grocery store and they get back home and they're like, oh, we've been victimized. Is this actually how their brains work? Are they both this stupid and emotional?
Yeah, they are.
What?
So what are we going to do with the Meghans? My advice? Give everybody a good long whiff and let them decide for themselves. Just take a look at their recent shenanigans. Birthday party bash, elite school drama, Netflix shame, friends ditching them for greener pastures, Beckhams fame, and American Riviera orchards in a jam, and more. Now the couple are collecting celebrity roasts and snubs like it's their new hobby.
John Lennon's son, Sean Lennon, he tweeted a review of his own. It wasn't long. It was just spare me.
He said he did have empathy over Harry's loss because he lost a parent too at a young age. But he said that's why he was so disappointed with his outlook. He was hoping he'd be smarter, and he called Harry an idiot and a buffoon.
At this point, I think it's fair to say that Walmart Wallace and her wallet are about as welcome as a skunk at a garden party.
Fire in the hole!
What's going on, everybody? It is so good to be back. I've been away for 2 weeks recovering from my accident. And I gotta say, I feel stronger and better than ever. I got fury in the belly and fire in the soul. And it's because of you. Thank you to every one of you for your warm wishes and all your messages. They made the time fly. But you know what's funny, I noticed? That in these 14 days, nothing's changed with Meghan and Harry. They have learned absolutely nothing. But the world has been waking up, and the palace started deleting the D-listers from their digital history books.
On the royal website, they removed the information that in 2016, Harry sent this very, very angry letter to the press to say that they were being racist towards Meghan and disturbing her. Now, that was when they met. In fact, it was interesting. In 2016, I went to see him, and I was told by one of his aides, be very, very careful, because he's just written a letter and he's terrified that Meghan's going to leave him.
That's just one piece of the puzzle. To get a view of the entire picture, you just have to look at the fact that what events weren't the Meghans invited to? For the second year in a row, the couple wasn't invited to Trooping the Colors. That's the King's official birthday celebrations. On top of that, despite what Harry says to the contrary, he wasn't invited to his best friend's wedding. That's Archie's godfather, the Duke of Westminster, marriage to Olivia Henson.
Who isn't going to go is Harry, because he says he doesn't want to make a fuss there and disturb everybody, but I don't think he's had an invitation.
Friends say he's not the same Harry. He doesn't look the same Harry. He looks constantly, sad and a different kind of person. Don't forget, he was our most popular royal. We all adored Harry. And he has totally had a total personality change since meeting Meghan. He doesn't want to be a working royal anymore. He's left the country. The way he has talked about his father, he doesn't realise what he's doing. And I just think he is not the same Prince Harry that we knew and loved, Nana.
It's like I was saying, the world is wisening up. They're waking up faster than Meghan and Harry can make excuses. And now they're demoting the pair of posers back to the D-list bin. But there's some good news for the California couple. Now they're going to have a lot more time on their hands to spend with their rescue chickens, all while they watch fresh new round of roasts from Hollywood.
Meghan Markle and Prince Hank, we have a new company, and it's called something very, not ostentatious. Oh, yeah, it is. American Riviera Orchard Jelly. It's just jelly?
That's a mouthful, and I'm not talking about the jelly.
You know what I think is an easier one? That's my jam. That's not bad, right?
That's all right.
That's my jam. It's quicker.
I would have named it, They Hate Me Because I'm Mixed Race Jelly.
They hate me because I'm kind of a princess jelly.
They wouldn't give me a therapist when I needed it, jelly.
The Meghans are being schooled by life that actions have consequences, that friendships need true commitment, that family relationships require genuine love and affection, not invoices to pretend to care. And to succeed at business, it requires brass, hard work, real brains, and not just big egos. It's not moving forward. Meghan Markle's new business, American Riviera Orchard, already in trouble after jam fiasco. It's been 3 months since Meghan showed off her black ball gown on the back patio and launched another rebranding opportunity.com, or as she calls it, American Riviera Orchard. But since then, we have new reports that states that the failed marketing campaign over 90 days caused she who must be obeyed to seek comfort in the arms of her ginger handbag over what she calls unfair criticism over her company.
Apparently, she is devastated at what she's calling a lackluster reception.
I didn't see that one coming, no.
I'm not surprised there was criticism, considering, as I said, you decided to reveal this brand just days after your sister-in-law revealed her cancer diagnosis. And of course, you're going to be selling us dog shampoo and various branded products, including tea towels and potentially jam.
Meghan has bigger problems to worry about. She can't find a CEO to run her company, a chef to cook for her, or customers to buy her products. Now, you can call it what you like. Some will say it's karma, Newtonian physics, or universal justice balancing the scales. But in my opinion, this is exactly what happens when a couple tries to hijack the headlines 2 days after Princess Catherine's cancer diagnosis was announced to the world.
I think she's finding it much more difficult than she thought. I think she would sail in and everybody would think it was wonderful, which I think she does a lot about herself.
Now, Meghan's hurt feelings over her business are nothing compared to her fury over everyone's reaction to a speech given by the First Lady of Nigeria.
You know, we see the way they dress. They keep forgetting that Nigeria, we are beautiful. The moment you can see what they showcase on the stage, I said we are fashionable, we see what is going on. You know, we are not having a Met Gala, and everyone, their nakedness is just everywhere. And the men are well clothed. So we have to do something. Tell them the way it is. We don't accept nakedness in our culture. That is not beautiful. It's not beautiful at all. Why did Meghan come here looking for Africa?
That's crystal clear. The speech that she just gave has no confusion in it. Basically, you had the First Lady of the Republic of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, call out the phonies in Hollywood, the cult of showing skin instead of character, and dress down Meghan for the way she dressed or didn't dress. As I was researching this, the first thing I did was I Googled, what is the dress code for men and women in Nigeria? And one word kept popping up, one theme: modesty. Modesty is generally valued in Nigerian culture, and both men and women may dress modestly, especially in more conservative environments. It's common for women to cover their shoulders and avoid overly revealing clothing. Put that statement together with a video that we just saw, plus the pictures that came out of the Nigerian trip and showed how Meghan dressed, and the message is simple and straight to the point. Nigeria appears to have a traditionally conservative-based culture. Yet that very same speech we just heard was turned on its head when the senator's office sent an email clarifying her comments, meaning backpedaling, to the AFP. The First Lady did not comment on the Duchess's attire.
They don't want to be like, even they are mimicking and trying to emulate film stars from America. They don't know where they come from. Why did Meghan come here looking for Africa?
Tinubu's office also said her comments had been taken out of context.
Tell them the way it is. We don't accept nakedness in our culture.
She meant Meghan appreciates the people we are, and hence her coming here. At no point did she say anything about Meghan's dressing. Basically, what they're trying to do is they're saying, ignore what your eyes saw and your ears heard and get with the program. Accept the new narrative. It doesn't matter if you disagree with it.
I feel that the timing of it absolutely means that she was criticizing the fact she said about Hollywood actresses coming here, the Met Gala, we're not the Met Gala. Again, I think that that was a direct connection she was making to Meghan Markle.
I'd really love to hear your take on the situation. Share your thoughts in the comments down below. And by the way, if you're enjoying the video, you find value in it, having a little bit of fun and getting some good information out of it,
hit subscribe, smash the like button, and share this with everyone, because I've been gone for 14 days. It's really going to help us get back in the algorithm. That means we can grow the channel again so your voices can be heard all over the world.
The fact is, Harry and Meghan are running out of road. So, of course, what do? Anytime they need to recharge their credit cards, they return back to doing what they do best, polluting the royal well.
We are hearing rumours that potentially Prince Harry might be releasing a second book, and if they do that, well, perhaps they'd be throwing themselves under the bus on that one.
And Nana, it would be extremely ill-advised for Prince Harry to pen a second memoir, most critically for the new stress it would induce for his family, who are already ailing with serious health crises. Additionally, a subsequent hateful book would further tank Harry's already languishing public esteem.
Anytime they seem to get the opportunity, they look to simultaneously play both victims and victors. That just comes off as cringy. Whether it's every Hollywood new venture they do, any new business deal that they announce, it just makes them look that much more foolish and desperate. But more than that, their mantra of rules for thee but not for me makes them come across as hypocritical. And that is a bad look everywhere.
And finally, in their vapid existence, where on earth are they going to send their kids to school?
In an exclusive, outrageously expensive schools. Sending their children to such prestigious institution completely exposes the frauds that Harry and Meghan are by perpetuating the very systems of privilege that they claim to expose, Nana.
He's absolutely right. Every action they take exposes Walmart Wallace and her wallet for who they are in the public's eye. Take the christening of Lilibet last year when she was 2 years old. You know, christening, regular occasion for most families. They brought in some of their heavy hitters from Tinseltown, a few fair weather friends, and they hired a gospel choir. All so the choir could sing Happy Day in This Little Light of Mine. But guess what? That soundtrack was from Harry and Meghan's wedding. Those same songs were sung when the two got hitched. So who was the celebration for? The child or the egomaniacal parents? Because that's the way Hollywood D-list celebrities act, not the way royals live.
Celebrity and royal service, Nana, couldn't be more divergent. Celebrity, of course, is about opulence and being famous for its own sake. Royalty is about country, history, values, culture, humility, decorum, service, and duty.
Now, for the birthday bash for their 3-year-old little girl this year, the couple didn't send invitations out to any of their royal family members. Yet somehow, Meghan found the time to write a thank you note to Nigeria's ruler for throwing them a fake royal tour and allowing them 3 days of a cash grab in his country. Yet she didn't write one single kind word to her ill father, at least not as far as the public is aware. So now the picture is getting clear why so many people are walking away and tuning out the Montecito Magpies, a pair of posers that view every shiny thing in their sight as theirs by divine right. Take, for example, Daniel Martin. That's been Meghan's makeup artist for several years. We just found out now that over 24 months ago, he headed for greener pastures, running away as far and as fast as he can from the delusional diva. Tie that news together with what we heard from Netflix, how they just recently crowned the Beckhams as the new king and queen of the ratings, compared to Harry and Meghan's most popular series, Megflix, which just came in ranked as 212th series in the world. I don't foresee a future where Netflix is going to be renewing their contract come 2025. Then right at the very same time, you had King Charles honor David Beckham in another way. It's as if he was sending a very specific message to Harry. That loyalty is rewarded, love is honored, and disrespect is disavowed and disowned.
All right. Well, on June 1st, the King's Foundation announced that David Beckham has signed on as an ambassador. King Charles established the charity as the Prince of Wales in 1990 to create improved communities where people, places, and the planet can harmoniously coexist.
I think that pretty much sums up where the has-beens rank in the Crown's eyes versus the Beckhams. It also signifies, at least to me, how the palace is slowly and strategically pulling away from the posers.
I think the royal family have seen straight through it. Don't trust much that they say. Get worried it'll end up in newspapers or books or wherever on television shows. And I think the royal family have pulled back and shown a bit of distance.
Forget for the moment the fact that Harry and Meghan are quietly being deleted from the palace's digital history books. This week, an insider from the palace decided to highlight the fact that information exists that Meghan bullied staff.
Buckingham Palace has a safe full of bullying accusations made against Meghan Markle, according to a former member of staff. Is it true or is it false?
It is absolutely true!
I believe the crowd is sending a warning to the Montecito manipulators. Behave or more is coming. They're making their point very clearly, crystal clear, because we've had one news article after the other how King Charles and Prince William have been in discussions about how to strip the troublemakers of their titles. The king should stop hesitating. He should be talking about it with Parliament and his Privy Council. And stop listening to all the naysayers, the royal reporters and the writers and the press are saying it's going to make the crown look bad. It's going to make the monarchy look petty. Not at all. It's going to make the king looks like he serves his people first, like he loves his citizens first. Because I got to tell you, if anything I've learned in my life is that when you try to make everyone happy, you only end up making everyone miserable. And there's no better time than right now, especially as Harry just won the right to pursue his security case in court. And then the man, baby, what did he decide to do? Have his PR people announce it during the 80th commemorative celebrations for D-Day. Now is the time to pull their titles.
On the day that we're remembering people who gave their lives to give us our liberty, you whinging ginger git, sorry, there you go, is going to go to court and make an announcement who I might be. It's not relevant. What's relevant is this country and people who fought today. He never gets it right.
One thing is certainly clear. The public are tired of being ignored about their feelings about the husband formerly known as Prince and his other half, his pride. So the BBC finally listened. And guess what? The people gave him an earful.
The Prince of Wales is on official duty today. Nothing on the headlines about him, but covering the ridiculous Meghan and Harry continuing privacy tour. It's absolutely ridiculous. Please stop using our money on covering this pair. Thank you.
He may be the son of the king, but they walked away. You don't feature Princess Anne when she's out working, or Prince Edward, Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh. They are very rarely featured when they're working. Why is it necessary to feature the Duke and Duchess of Sussex?
The good news is the currency that Harry and Meghan had is all spent. And by currency, I mean the gossip they shared, the innuendos they made, the attacks they undertook in TV interviews. That's done. So if Harry ever wants to write another book like the rumors are going around, it's just going to turn out as another bad Hollywood sequel. The crown survived and the kingdom will be here forever. Right now, you got a pair of hungry ego alerts that are nothing more than a pair of designer knockoffs. They might look fancy at a distance, but when you get right up close, you see it's nothing more than frayed edges and cheap stitching. Put it in the wash and it all falls apart. Now, if you enjoyed this video and found value in it, hit subscribe, smash the like button, and share this with everyone you know. And to win every battle and stay true to yourself, all you have to remember is we never bow down, we never bend the knee, always forward.